Hey guys, Marsningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so, the Gohan banner is dropping very soon on both versions of the game. It's coming out at a weird time. Typical for me, it comes out while I'm at work. So, I'm going to try and finish a bit earlier tonight. But I probably won't be putting out a summon video as soon as the banner drops. But we will have to see. Hopefully, I've got at least one collab planned. Hopefully we get some good sales, because I do kind of want to go in hard for this guy. Not to like, you know, bias the video at all, because this is a should you summon. So obviously, like always, these should you summon videos are mainly for people who are either free to play or who don't spend a lot on the game, right? Because if you're somebody who would classify yourself as a whale, or even like a mini whale or a dolphin, whatever you want to call it, you're probably going to summon for this guy anyway, even if it's not super hard, because you buy stones all the time, right? So this is for other people. So we're going to go over potentially what his banner is going to be, because again, this is the problem. Until his banner drops, because it's coming out on both versions, like on global we don't have the JP version that we could look at, so we don't really know what the banner is going to look like. But this is the Gohan. He is insane. I watched Truth's Rainbow Showcase he put up last night after the data download came out, and yeah, this guy's nuts. Like, his links are not the best. Like, I've seen loads of people memeing. Shout out to anyone who was in the 5-9 YouTube stream for the podcast, like the premiere that goes up on YouTube 24 hours after the actual podcast on Twitch. So make sure you follow 5-9 on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter, all that good stuff. Shout out to anyone who was there. We were memeing about the Gaze of Respect link in the chat. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like, having one or two duff links like that, and people are mad that he has Shattering the Limit instead of Fierce Battle, like, it doesn't make him not good. And I've said this before in videos before, links like Shattering the Limit, now that we have the link level update, that link is not bad anymore, because at level 10, sure, it's not as good as Fierce Battle, but you're still getting 5% attack and defense as well as the extra key. And obviously as an LR, having some extra key is always good. But yeah, he's a very, very good unit. He gets an extra key per key sphere obtained, so getting his 18 key super is not super difficult. One thing I noticed during Truth's showcase is this part of his passive, an additional attack 59%, and attacks become a critical when performing an ultra super if HP is 50% or less with a movie Goku on the team from the 5th turn. This can activate mid-turn, because during the showcase, he had Spirit Bomb Goku in slot 1, who took a super attack, which then dropped him below 59% HP, and then, oh sorry, 58% HP, and then when Gohan attacked, his attack stat was like 3 million higher than it was the previous turn, for seemingly no other reason. So, in a way, that can be kind of awkward, because normally you want that part of his passive to activate when the active skill does, so you can get that one massive attack turn, but either way, I think this guy's incredible. I'm going to summon for him, and good luck to anyone who does. But let us have a look at... So this is the closest thing we have to compare to, right? So this was the Rising Dragon Carnival for Spirit Bomb Goku, double rates banner. This came out around this time on JP last year, and then obviously Global had to wait quite a while. Looking here, yeah, the end time, it was up until like the first week of July. Well, actually, I'm reading that as a UK date, so actually, no, this is the other way around, isn't it? Because it's America, so... the first week of May? Yeah, I know my months, don't at me. So this is the equivalent of what this banner will be. So obviously it would be a massive global shaft if it wasn't double rates on global as well. So I think we can almost guarantee it will be. Double rates banner. You got a Kai per multi-summon. JP got like a Santa Goku, because this is actually the global version of the banner. We did see in the files there is a new version of like the Santa Roshi. It's the Gohan and the Icarus. So this might just be given out from login bonuses and stuff. Maybe they will do that as well. But I can imagine this will be the thing that you're getting here per multi-summon, which is kind of cool. I always like to keep one of those unique ones in my box just for like collection purposes. But if we look at his banner wasn't super great. Obviously, Goku was the main prize. This Trunks was fairly new at the time. And then, I mean, these top row units, other than this Goku with the Spirit Bomb, they're all fairly good. And then these units down here, a lot of these guys have gotten easy A's now, so they're a bit better than they were previously. So this banner is not terrible, but it is a typical legendary summon banner, right? So like most of the units here you don't want to pull. And then of course the main draw is, because it is double rates, it has all the other LRs on it as well. So this banner, especially for global, is going to have like every single LR, like non-Dokkan Fest, obviously, that is out at the moment. So it should go all the way up to the Vegeta that was released during the worldwide celebration. He'll be in here as well, because I'm pretty sure he was on whatever the most recent LR banner was. So yeah, all LRs will be in here. It's double rates. You get a Santa Roshi, most likely, or even if it's just a Kai, I mean, it's still the same thing. You get one of those per multi, so that adds value. And then obviously, because it's double rates. Now, double rates, you can still get shafted, right? Like, if you're free to play or you don't spend a lot, if you drop, like, say, 200 stones on this banner, so 4 multis, you could still easily walk away with nothing good that you wanted, right? Double rates just increases the chances that you're going to pull something good. Now, I personally, on this global version of the Spirit Bomb Goku banner, I got very lucky. I think I probably did like 500 or 600 stones in total, and I pulled at least 4 or 5 LRs, including 2 copies of the Goku. So obviously I would be hoping to recreate that kind of luck this time around, but it is definitely a factor. Just because it is double rates and it has all these LRs, you could still be disappointed. But the thing is, we need to look at, well, what else do you have to look forward to? So obviously the big thing is that everyone's been talking about is Jiren, who could still drop later this month. We don't know all the full celebration info at the time of recording this. Depending what time the video goes up, we might have that info now, but obviously I'm recording this before I go to work. Jiren is a very good unit. He's very powerful. His banner is not that great either. Like, this Topo is quite good. Whis is good. Then we got Boa Magetta, Frost. No one cares about them. Ribrienne, I guess, technically is the best Peppy Gals leader. She's a pretty decent unit. Dispo, even though he's getting his Easy A, no one cares. Like, people complain about us not getting certain Easy A's, but they'll never use the unit. I guess this one's slightly different because the Topo is actually good and usable, and they do Easy A together as a pair, so I can kind of see that argument a little bit more. Skinny Boo is really good. He's good for Extreme Super Battle Road. Bergamo obviously got really good after his awakening. Champa sucks still. And then this Orb Changer Goku is good. So in terms of the featured units, Jiren's banner still does have some duds, but it does have a couple of units that are good. But of course, it is a typical legendary summon banner, so it's not double rates. You could be very unlucky. Although one thing to mention that we didn't mention about the previous banner, this will be for yellow coins, whereas the Rising Dragon Carnival is always for blue coins, which don't have a huge amount of use outside of the Kais. One thing I recommend people to do if you are summoning on these banners is save those blue coins for when the type banners come back, so you can use them to pick up those 50% support units that you're missing. Because I think I have 300 saved at the moment because I still don't have TN. So whenever that TEQ banner eventually comes back, I'll be able to buy him. But so yeah, Jiren's banner, not great. Obviously, we don't know what Gohan's banner is going to look like, but aside from the coins, I would say almost by default, Gohan's banner is slightly better value just because it's double rates and you'll be getting the Kais as well. Because Gohan does have a farmable super attack, but I know some people don't care or can't be bothered. So if you do a bunch of summons and get a load of Kais, that obviously helps you out. Plus, of course, he is only farmable to SA10. So then when you awaken him into an LR, if you've done 10 multis, there's your SA20. So Jiren, I've never been super into him as a character, but the unit is incredibly powerful. So I can understand people wanting to save for this one. But personally, I do think Gohan is a little bit better. And then, of course, the other big one that we are going to be looking forward to, I know I've seen a lot of people in the comments already saying that this is the main one they're saving for, is the Step Up banner that will most likely come again with New Year. So this is the previous version, so obviously it's not going to be exactly the same, but you get, what is it, when they rejigged this a little bit from the first time it came out. So you get an Easy A character step 1, Super or Extreme leader on step 2, because I think it was it before it was like Super was step 1 and then Super and then Extreme was step 2, because there's so many category leaders now and the Super and Extreme units are so much older. So then they made step 3 Super class category leader, and then Extreme category leader for step 4, and then step 5 is an LR. So I do think this needs to be updated, because one of the big things now is if you look at these guys, like the Super or Extreme class leader, well, some of these guys have Easy A's now. So does that mean they should be in step 1? Because step 1 is for the Easy A characters. So this banner could change quite a lot, which I think it really needs to, because when you look at like the Super type category leaders, I know this banner is like a year old at this point, but like all of these units nowadays, most, like for me, I don't want any of the units on this step at all. I can't use any copies of any of them. And then when we go down to extreme, I'm just scanning off the top of my head. Yeah, I don't need any copies of any of these guys either. So then step 5 becomes the only useful step for me. But then, like, we start looking across the top. The only rainbow summonable LRs that I have are Goten and Trunks, Majin Vegeta, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So, a banner that has a potential of me getting another copy of them, which, I mean, to be fair, is every legendary banner. But it's you would feel very disappointed if your guaranteed LR on step 5 was one that you don't need. And even if you could use copies of them, no one really wants to get, like, Trunks, Broly, as much as it pains me to say it, Bardock, because I do think LR Bardock is underrated, but still, you don't really ever use them anymore. Like, if the banner stayed exactly the same, your best pulls off of here are probably TEQ Broly. And I guess Bojack, because he's still really good, especially when the new Bojack comes out. So this definitely needs to be updated, and I feel like it will. Like, don't get me wrong, they'll definitely update the LRs and the category leaders that are in the steps. But I think they really need to reevaluate how they do the steps, especially, like I said, with a lot of these units here now either having or going to be soon getting their EZA. Because even on Global, Super 17... Broly and then Vegito and Rose all have their EZAs already, so it'd be weird for them to be in this step, I think. So obviously this banner holds a lot of value if you're a newer player or somebody who doesn't have, like, you know, if you only have 1 or 2 or maybe even no dupes in all of these units, then obviously this banner does hold a lot of value. Because remember, as you go through the steps, you can actually pull any of these units that you see here as a bonus. So even in step 1, you could pull, let's say, Vegeta as your guaranteed EZA character, but then in the middle of that multi, you could pull Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the GT Trio. So there is obviously that extra bonus, but I'm pretty sure last year when I did the step-ups, I don't think I got a single, like, bonus character, or I think I may have got, like, a spare, like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta who I already couldn't use or something like that. So this banner, the value massively varies based on your box. So I did say at the beginning, these sort of guides are normally more for free-to-play or people who don't spend a lot. And so, yeah, this banner probably does hold a lot of value for you. Whereas a banner like this, like I said, you could easily do 4 or 5 multis and then not really get anything good. So obviously we need to know exactly what Gohan's banner is going to look like, but we won't know that at this point until it goes live in the game. And so then at that point it is kind of late. I might add actually I will do, I'll try and remember. I'll add a pinned comment to this video of what the featured units are and how I feel that may affect the decision making. But I do think if you're free to play or you don't spend a lot, the step up banner is probably better value for you. But this banner I would say is much better value than Jiren. I'm not going to argue that Gohan's better than Jiren. I haven't seen enough gameplay. I haven't played with the units myself. But the banner definitely has more value, depending on the featured units, I guess. If all the featured units other than Gohan are all terrible, then I could maybe see an argument not to summon. But the double rates and the free Kais is definitely an attractive premise. So let me know what you guys think down below. Are you going to be summoning? Obviously, if you are a whale or a mini whale, whatever, I'm sure you're probably going to be summoning anyway, as I will be. I love the Bojack movie. I think that Gohan's awesome, even though he's not super crazy the best unit he could possibly be, best unit in the game, but I think he's really, really good. I always have a, you know, special place for units based on characters or events that I personally am attached to, which is why I really, really love the physical Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta. So I'm probably going to love this Gohan as well. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you have any further questions or need any more advice, obviously feel free to ask. There's also the link to my Discord in the description, so feel free to join over there because there's all sorts of helpful sections, team building, you can ask for advice, all that good stuff. And so, yeah, that is going to be it for the video, guys. Let me know what you're going to do. Good luck if you are going to summon. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.